Hey guys, it's Bishozzy here, and welcome to episode 15 of the Berlin Dynamo series. Now, today, as you can see, we're still fairly far down in the league. We're 13th. I want to say things have gotten better. They have to an extent. However, some of our results are still sort of borderline not great. They're, how can I say it? They're almost like we're getting unlucky to a certain point. I'll show you what I mean. Let's go through them. So the previous episode was Freiburg and Essen. Since then, had some pretty impressive wins. We also had the mid-season break there as well. But as you can see, the first game we played was a 2-0 victory over Gladbach 2, who I believe currently sits second place. So it was a very impressive performance. Klinger in goals, Chateau centre-back, and Montag as well. All played really well. Akono getting a goal, and then Amadin coming off the bench as well. Susek, a solid performance there as well. We followed that up, unfortunately, with a 3-1 defeat to Dortmund, who are currently sort of flying high. They deserve to win. But you look at some of the players they've got. They've got Rykov, really solid striker. Not only do they have Rykov, but they have Mukoku. Yeah, that's right. Mukoku, 87,000 per week, and he's down playing in 3-liga. He's played 12 games, scored 6 goals. Ridiculous. So that's sort of what I'm up against at the moment. Akono getting himself another goal. He's actually started to actually score, which is good. We then played 3 friendlies that we won all 3 of those and got back into league action. This time with a really disappointing defeat to Bielefeld. As you can see, it was pretty even. They were the home team, but we were winning the whole game. As you can see, 57th minute, we were winning up until 86th minute when they scored it from a penalty that we gave away. It's just, that's frustrating. And then they get the winner in the 90th. It's like everything we've done to try and turn the team around, and we get punished in that sort of regard. The next game we bounced back, however, against Hamburg SV2. As you can see, coming out playing a lot better today. 19 shots, only 7 on target, but a very, very good XG rating there as well. Akono again on the score sheet. Seebeck getting us the winner with a late-on goal. And Susek, assist maker for both of them as well. So he was man of the match. And again, Klinger conceded 1 goal, but also came up pretty big with a 7.4. And then most recent result, just before the end of the transfer window here, a 2-2 draw against Munster. And as you can see, again, it's another one. They actually opened the scoring, so full credit to them. Again, first shot on target, goal. We got 2 goals back. One was an own goal and then a Seebeck penalty, so we probably got a little bit lucky. But then they got an 85th minute equaliser. And we also had an 88th minute offside goal disallowed for Akono. So it's safe to say I was a little bit frustrated with that one, purely for the fact that it would have boosted us back up the table. I can pretty much show you guys I'll move myself back up here. But that's pretty much the way the league's sort of set up at the moment. As you can see, we're very tight in the middle of the pack. We're on 31 points. We do have a game in hand, as this game actually was delayed. Meant to be before the Munster game, and it got snowed out. So it's happening now. And if we win, we can potentially go up to 10th place. So I want to win. And I think the supporters want me to win as well. Worth mentioning that Bayern currently sitting in 4th place, and I believe they're on an 8 unbeaten streak. So yeah, not going to be an easy game, that's for sure. Goalkeeper today is going to be Klinger. I'm sort of sticking with him at the moment. Schock did come in and play okay for 1 game, but then he also, I think, played in the loss to Bielefeld and did not play too well. Anyway, Montag right back, leader, and Chateau. Chateau has performed really well since that bad run of form. Muller left back. Unfortunately, got to go with Stark today as box to box as Seebeck is currently suspended. You can kind of see how important he has been so far this season. Jublovic really taken that role on as our deep line playmaker. Gudra is actually performing pretty well, which is something I haven't said very often throughout the last 2 seasons with him. Amadin on the right hand side, and a little bit quiet. I feel like he's really good off the bench, but just doesn't start too well. And then Susek on the left, Akono up front. The bench is pretty standard. I'm actually trying to play Uzan a little bit more because I figure he's got a contract for next season, whereas Bojovic, his contract currently runs out and we don't have the funds to re-sign anyone at the moment. So the way I see it is stick to what we have, try and make a promise to give Uzan some match time as well. Today's probably not the best game to start him in, so we'll go with that lineup. Second game is going to be pretty tough as well, but I really need a big result here with the game in hand. So let's get out there. Hopefully put in a decent home performance. They've got a player called Ibrahimovic. That's scary. And they've also got the opening goal 7 minutes in. So not a good start. Not a good start. It is Bayern Munich too, though. It's worth mentioning. There's nothing I can really do to stop that. It seems like this formation actually really dominates us. I've noticed it a few times now. The 5 at the back with the defensive midfielder. It really messes with us. Anyway, Gudra with the free kick. Hit the post. And that's sort of the tale of the season so far, really. In another world, that goes in, and we're on level terms. Anyway, Susek cuts it inside. Gudra is just running backwards at the moment. We will recycle it though. Muller. Stark with his first goal of the season. It was actually a decent goal. Sort of a little bit of deflection going on there, but Stark gets it at his feet and just blasts it. We're back. Back on level terms. Jublovic picked up a knock. Really have any midfield options, if I'm being honest. Struick, maybe. Go like this and then swap those two around. And then I'll tackle harder for Struick. Then ease off tackles for Gudra. Gudra, unfortunately, not going to be able to play in the position that he's actually a little bit better at. But that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I'll go with that. I don't really use that team talk very often. All right, come on, boys. Like they're going to get that. Oh, Amadin puts his foot in there. They still break forward. And Bayern will have the ball here. Always dangerous when they have the ball. They've got so many good players. Oh, Mueller with a really good tackle, but Jonathan's just beats like 3 of our players with his pace. Akono not playing too well out there. I will take him off. He does pop up with goals though, which is the only good thing about him is he has been popping up with a few here and there, which have actually been pretty clutch for us. All right, Amadin breaking forward. We don't really have anyone in the box. A few people are getting up now. Struick goes all the way back to Chateau. That highlight turns to nothing. Anyway, Chateau. Free kick to Muller. What can Muller do with it? Gives the ball away. Because Kono, yeah, we'll take a Kono off. Based on that, I've seen enough. Uzan, he's not match fit, but it is what it is. Hopefully we can get him match fit and actually get him on the field. As Jonathan's puts it in the back of the net. Couldn't even make the sub and get Uzan out there. And there we go. It's just the way that it is at the moment. That's the only thing that pisses me off. The 3 shots on target for 2 goals pisses me off, and it's very frustrating. It's like, do I blame the goalkeeper? I can't really blame him because he's actually been playing well. It's just one of those things, I think. Their goalkeeper's on a 7.1, so I should probably keep a bit more of a closer eye on. Oh, surely that's a red card. Referee, send him off. All right, 25 minutes down to 10 men. Could actually be a lifeline. Do I see us scoring 2 goals? Probably not. I can see us scoring 1. Hopefully. And we get an injury. Lovely. Okay. We got to put Mendy out on the pitch. That's a scary thought in itself as well. All right, Struick. Back to Mendy. Muller. Up to Susek. Stark to Gudra. Good ball movement. Muller. Oh, it hits a post. Oh, so close. That's so unfortunate, man. Got a corner. Running out of time, though. Gonna be kept in. It's a weird one. Susek in the box. Oh, saved by the keeper. He's just got to place it. We're really going to lose this game. This is what I'm talking about. 3 shots on target, they get 2 goals and have a player sent off. And we still can't even get back on level terms with them. They're just a level above, I feel like. It's just not even comparable, really. We had some good players out there today as well. I don't want to go too hard on them because I want to try and win the next game against Duisburg. That would have been such a good win because we would have been 4 points behind. Oh, and Chateau, he's going to be out for 5 weeks. Oh, all right. I'll join you guys back for the lineup against Duisburg. We're going to have to do some chopping and changing. Probably play Mendy, which I really don't want to do. All right, so let's get into the lineup. Duisburg, they're currently in 6th place. Mendy's coming in. Oh, he's been absolutely dreadful this season. I'm just going to criticize him a little bit. Hopefully he'll sort of step up for this game. I don't think he will, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, Stark's coming in at right back. Montag's just fatigued, really. Like I said, Mendy in for Chateau, picking up that 5-week injury. And then Seebeck coming back in to replace Stark. Yeah. And the bench is a little bit average today. Like Book Yarns, who I haven't played in 2 seasons. He's on there. Yeah, we don't look very strong. I might go Struik on for Amadin, and we'll bring Amadin off the bench if we need to. Oh, let's go for it. Come on, boys. I was going to say go and enjoy yourselves. I don't even know what to say at this point. Just want them to go out and just try and win with the home performance. All right. Looks like Duisburg are going to have the first highlight here, potentially. unless we can steal the ball away. Looks like we can't at the moment. And they are coming forward. And we're giving them the room to do so. That might be a penalty. It's not. Schnellhard, that's a good save there by Klinger. Lucky. They've got a corner though. It's still 10 minutes in. We're going to give them another corner here as well. Can we clear our lines and actually get the ball out of the box? We can. Seebeck's going to pick it up. And maybe have a little run for himself. So he is getting old. So, got old legs. Still a very good player though. I do believe he will be staying with us for next season as well. No matter where we go. We stay in 3 Liga, or if we somehow manage to get up. And Duisburg, oh, that's a brilliant tackle by Stark. Wow. I don't really give him much credit. He can be very good, like he was last game as well, scoring that goal. But sometimes he can just have a real stinker. Albeit, I'm somewhat playing him out of position, a right wing back. Half decent cross. Akono, come on, he's a goal scoring threat from the air. He needs to be scoring those goals. Udra with a free kick. Susek. I think that was blocked. Yeah. I mean, Stark's on a 6.5. I don't know how. He just had an absolutely brilliant tackle. Susek with a good tackle himself there. Muller. Mendy. Surprised we haven't conceded yet, although it's probably about to come now, considering Mendy's at the back line. That's another good save, I think. It was another good save by Klinger. I believe we're on episode 15 already. I feel like somehow the series has gotten even harder than when we first started off. I feel like that's a little bit ridiculous, but it's happened. It's definitely happened. And there we go. There's the opening goal. Felt like it was only a matter of time, really, for Duisburg. I'm feeling a little disheartened. We're actually not too bad coming into this episode. And we've got nothing today. Absolutely nothing. We haven't even had a shot on target yet. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. What's the point in a team talk, really? Oh god, and they're coming forward again. Klinger gets that one. Pumps it long. And Duisburg win the ball back. And they're in behind. And that's 2-0. Very simple, very easy goal. Yeah. I don't know. I'm actually going to... Oh, we'll tell them to fire up. I don't think that's really going to do anything, but we'll make some subs here as well. Let's get Anna on for Gudra, who's been terrible. I mean, can I even come back from this? I don't know. Probably not. We'll go Uzan as well, up top. Go a nice triple sub. I was tempted to actually bring the defender on. Might actually do that, you know what? I think I can make another sub anyway. Bring Lehman on for Stark. Yeah. We're already 2 goals down. I don't really care if it gets worse at this point. Anol gets his shot blocked. He always looks dangerous, Anol. I have had a few offers from him during the January transfer window as well. There's 2 Bundesliga 2 clubs coming in. So he definitely has some potential. I don't really want to sell it. It was like 80k offers. Like they were pretty stingy. Like 40k up front and then the rest over like appearances and goals and stuff like that. I just looked at it and went, nah, I'm gonna need him. He's on a contract for another 2 years anyway, so keep him around. He'll get some game time if we don't get promoted this season anyway. So probably it's in his best interest getting game time, and obviously our best interest as we keep a player on a very cheap wage. That actually seems to get results for us. So yeah, we'll keep him around. Lehman might be another one. He's not a bad little defender, really. He can play right back, centre back. Just lacking a little bit of heading, really. So maybe more of a fullback, but we'll just have to wait and see. We've got both Montag and Muller for next season as well. So we've got sort of 2 starting right back and left backs. I don't really know. The centre back situation is going to be a bit of a problem. Midfield as well is going to be a bit of a problem because I think we do lose. Oh, actually, I think we keep Jublovic. Yeah, I think it's just Bojovic that had a shorter contract. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's I think player's name is Grubb. Pretty funny. He's a good player. He almost scored a goal there. But that's a really disappointing performance by us. Really disappointing. I thought we might even stand a better chance against Duisburg. I mean, we got a goal back there through Susek, but it's probably too little too late at this point. And I thought we might be able to beat Duisburg instead of Bayern Munich too. But yeah, they've just been way too good for us today. Yanda looks like he's man of the match. That's a 2-1 loss. Another tough loss to take, back to back. I don't think that's really happened as we get the Insta save coming up there. Yeah, like I said, I don't think that's really happened with an episode. But there we go. It's actually Cade, who's actually not a bad winger there on loan from Basel. So fair play to him. Lost 3 of our last 5 home games. It's concerning. This is Lehman anyway. Doesn't really have pace or jumping reach or strength. It's kind of the only downside to him. But like I said, he can play on the right as a sort of wing back. Not really with his stats going forward. Or he can sort of play centre back as well. We might have to use him next season. Anyway, that's going to wrap up the episode, guys. It's not looking good. It's really not. And unfortunately, at this point, the promotion spots, even the playoff spot, is sort of, we're 10 points behind. So it's more or less out of our reach. I'm going to keep trying. But at this point, I feel like we just don't really have anything left. The squad's sort of too small and not good enough, if that makes sense. It's worth mentioning, I've also been offered jobs from other 3-league teams, Victoria Cologne, SC Very. They both offered me jobs as well. The balance has gotten a little bit better. The chairman has actually been pumping in money. So, yeah, the projection's still absolutely terrible anyway. So, yeah, make sure you drop a like on the video to support the series, guys. Subscribe to the channel as well. And hit the notification bell to keep up to date with the episodes coming out in the future. Yeah, episode 15. Not a great one. 2 back-to-back home losses. And both of them were 2-1 defeats. As always, take it easy and goodbye.